In this video we will continue to explore the 3D world, and in this particular video we are going to talk about Marmoset Toolbag 4. Now if you see pretty quick in the images, now this is a 3D, of course 3D rendering tool. It's not for modeling, but it's just to kind of create materials, do some renderings, work on the textures and on the unwrapping, on the mapping, and also on the baking of materials and material effects, channels, textures, and so on. So basically it's kind of a compositing software where you can work with your models, and you can work closely again on the textures part and on the rendering side of the 3D process. So it's similar probably to Substance Painter or similar software. So let's go back here in the main results, and let's jump into the main website. Okay, now in this video we're going to see how to download, install, and make a first run on Marmoset Toolbag. Now this is not a really expensive software, doesn't say here, but should be around, well, I guess I saw this, well, I saw somewhere, yeah, there it is. So it's $12 per month, so it's pretty cheap, and you can just download one monthly subscription, or you can just try it for 1 month. Now we're gonna try it in this video, so let's go to download. I can choose between Mac and Windows, so I'm gonna select Windows for me, and let's save this in a download folder. And it's not gonna take too long because this is not a pretty heavy application. You can see it's around 150 megabytes, so let's wait just a few minutes to have this downloaded into the folder. In the meanwhile, now you can see here some introduction of this Marmoset Toolbag. So it's made for real-time rendering, texturing, and baking tools. So basically when you bake the textures on your 3D models, then you will be able to display them in real-time rendering. So you don't have to render every time that you move your view around, but everything is real-time rendered, and it works like the basically the Unreal Engine or Unity applications to create video games and to create simulation, which are interactive and real-time render. So this is the key word here, is real-time. Okay, now this is also some snapshot of the capacity of the power of the render engine, which looks pretty good. And also here some texturing, really detailed texturing and materials, which is again similar to Substance Painter from Adobe. And also we have baking, so we can bake things on the object. So baking like ambient occlusions, so shadows, lights, everything will be baked on your model, which will look great. And this is again an example from a video game probably. And also we have scene editing, so we have like the possibility to work not only on one object, but on a more complex situation like this interior scene right here. All right, now you can see it's pretty realistic, and it's telling us that it has an intuitive design for the interface and everything else, so it should be easy to use. All right, and I think you can share then your things, and well, I think that's pretty much it. And also we have some tutorials here to get started with Marmoset Toolbag. Maybe we will do more tutorials about this if you support us, if you show us your support. All right, we also have a free asset library, which is good. And well, also we can do real-time 3D in our browser, which could be interesting for web designers and professionals working on the web. Now if we press play here, it's gonna kind of download the model, so we can orbit around and we can see this really nice effects of the material. We can scroll our scroll wheel to zoom in and zoom out. We can see how defined are these materials here, kind of a video game cartoonish character. But this is to show you what real-time means. Real-time means that I can basically look at this without render anytime when I change the point of view. And the basic is the basic for video games. Alright, and there we go. We have downloaded, so let's open this up. Let's do this together. So I'm gonna say yes and say I agree, and I'm gonna install this, and it's gonna take a few minutes also to finish the installation. Now while it finished to install, I want to show you the YouTube channel that you are in, which is JBDTube. You can subscribe. We are publishing many different types of videos every day about 3D applications. We also do complete video courses in Italian, but also in English. So you have a list of video courses in English right here in the playlist page at the top. You can see many different types of courses for example, also Unreal Engine or 3ds Max, Cinema 4D. We will produce many video courses also in the future, so stay tuned. And if you can support us, you can do it just by writing your comments, questions, suggestions, also with the subscription, but also if you can send a little payment here, a little donation. Okay, now let's see what's happening. Should be, there you go. So now it's installed here. We have two different types of software. One is a viewer, one is the actual software. So let's click here. And we need to create a user. So let's go to sign up. And it's pretty simple. You need just an email and a password. So click sign up. And you should check your email. So let's check it together. Alright, so we have received the confirmation email. So we'll click here on confirm my account. And that's it. Your email address has been successfully confirmed. And now I guess I can log in. Alright, so I have 29 days for free studying, free trial. So let's say continue trial. And that's it. Now double click and you are inside full screen in the interface here. Now let's see how it's composed. Now we have the top part here is the classical drop-down menus, and also here we have some preferences on how to use the app. So it's pretty small, as you can see. There is no many things here to set. This is the GPU working, so the graphic card, and we can just move this a little bit around. We can also define a folder for the output, and basically this is it. So then we have menu here for the views and for the scene. Now this is probably an important one, because here we can add a camera or lights, sky, other things here. We can also bake the project. Here we can create textures, so new textures, or add other textures or remove. Here we have the material and then the final render. Also on the window here we can open up other panels. So we have layers, we have a library and timeline, layer settings, keyframes, and also we have these different workspaces. So in this case I'm creating a customized workspace, and if I want to, here I can click and drag, and I can put this somewhere like that. Or maybe I want the layers here. So these green lines help you to create your interface. If you have more screens, you also have more space at your disposal. So you can dock all these panels around, and when you're ready you can create your workspace here. So if you double click, I can call this JVD tube, and there's my workspace. And also I have default texture, this to work with materials and textures, setup, render, classic, and animation. So you can work with all these different types of interfaces. Now right here you have the scene. So you have the render settings, a main camera, and a sky. Everything is now pretty simple. This looks similar to Keyshot, which is another software. So if you want to know more about Substance, now this is Substance Painter from Adobe. It's a similar tool. There you go. And also Keyshot. It's similar to this. Okay, just to show you the similar tools. So we have here like HDRI, which is a background that we can use. And what else here? We have light, we can create lights. So I think I have just added a light. So this is kind of your everything that you bring in, it's gonna show up in this panel. And in history here, you also can go back and forward. Okay, and these are transformation tools. So this is probably a toolbar where everything is gonna appear when you select something that has, for example here, the possibility to be moved, rotated, scaled. And in the right part, we have materials. So this is where we can, for example, create new materials. We can give it a name. So let's say plastic. Okay. And also we can duplicate. We can create a material from a preset, delete, and so on. So this is kind of a material manager. And right down below, we have the textures, settings, surface, and other channels. Now I'm not gonna go into deep with any of this. This is just a quick panoramic view of the interface, just to show you what everything is about here. Now I want to go back in the library because probably here we have some stuff that we can use right away. So we have brushes, and you can see these are also 3D effects, 3D brushes. Ready-made materials, as also promised in the website. So for example, if I want to use this material here, okay, maybe I have to double click. You have to wait until the little engine stops turning, and then you can click and drag and drop it in your project. There you go. And we have a lot of stuff here. We have also ready-made scenes. Let's, for example, open up this GI room, and again it's turning, so I have to wait a little bit and then I can open it up. And also I have different skies for HDRI and image-based lighting, smart masks. This is to create more detailed material, so with dirt, dust, scratches, moss, mud, so on. And smart materials, so this is where probably you can get more fine details and more advanced things, and also textures here to work with your tools. Okay, back on the scenes here, I have finished to create this one, and I want to open it. Okay, double click, and it's asking me if I want to save the changes. No. Now it's loading up this scene right here. Probably there will be more scenes available in the future, but again, these are just simple, just to show you how everything looks and to get you started. Okay, so we can see here the scene with many different objects. So I can select the object in the scene. I can see everything that's in this scene from here, lights and other stuff, and everything now is doing the interactive rendering. So this is not real time, this is interactive rendering. It's rendering my scene, so I can orbit around holding Alt and the left mouse, and I can see that as soon as I stop, it continues to render. I can zoom in with the scroll wheel, I can pan holding Alt and the scroll wheel, and I zoom more. So you can see that if you leave it a little bit, it's gonna create a really nice render. You just have to wait and let it render. Now another thing I want to do is I want to delete all these models from the scene here. I want to delete. Alright, and let me zoom out again. Well, I will keep those spheres, and I want to bring in another 3D model, so let's do also this test. And I have found this really nice Mandalorian helmet in Turbosquid. So we already talked about Turbosquid into another video guide, so if you want to know more, just type here in the search bar Turbosquid, and you're gonna find video guides where we talk about Turbosquid and stuff. Okay, so you have to register also to Turbosquid to download free stuff, and this is what we are going to download, which looks fine. So you click here, download, and you can download it, which I already did. So once it's in your downloads area, you can download it. You can see I have different formats. So I will download this in the FBX file, which should also include materials and textures, hopefully. Otherwise, I have a folder here for the texture, but let's make something really quick. So I will click this and drag it directly like that inside my view, and there it is. There's the helmet, but probably it's too big. So this is all parts of this helmet. So I want to take everything and scale it up using the scale tool, and be careful to click in the middle because it's gonna scale uniformly. And there's my helmet right here. Alright, now let's just play a little bit with some materials. For example, let's bring in this chrome material on the helmet, and that's it. And let's also look to this other one. Well, then you can start to play a little bit yourself. Now look at this. This is kind of a bumpy metal. And again, just go to the library and just start to play with this software. And as we already did it, you can import any type of model, even your models. So for this video, this is all. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.